Hi everyone, Jessica Martin here with Martin Dental at Martin Dental, outside Martin Dental, and I am coming to you with Dr. Luke Viall. We thought we'd do a fun little get to know him interview today so that you could get to know him a little bit better. So, hi Luke, thanks for joining me.
Hi everybody.
So Luke, where are you from originally?
So I was born and raised in Waukesha, Wisconsin. I did my undergrad in Madison, where I graduated with a degree in biochemistry. I then continued on to the University of Minnesota, where I completed dental school, and then completed the last year in Arizona, where I did a one-year residency at A.T. Still University.
So Wisconsin originally, and so I'm sure everyone wants to know, because you went to Minnesota, are you a Gopher fan? Are you
100%
a Badger fan? Are you a Packer fan? What are you?
100% Badger fan, and Packers. Just 100% Wisconsin at heart.
That was one of our really important questions when we hired you too, making sure you support all the Wisconsin teams. So.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. And so Waukesha, tell us where that is for people that maybe don't know that area very well.
So Waukesha is located just on the east side of the state, right about 20 minutes on the outskirts of Milwaukee, just between Madison and Milwaukee. If you just take 94, you can't miss it.
Okay, so Waukesha, 20 minutes from Milwaukee. So have you been to a lot of Brewer games then, growing up?
Been to a few. Definitely living next to Miller Park. It was definitely something my family and I grew up with. Always fun to go to Miller Park, not even if it was to attend the game, but just even to tailgate along the parking lot. So hopefully we can get back to the times where we can enjoy that again.
You're new to Eau Claire, newish. You came here in July. What's been your favorite part of moving to Eau Claire, and do you have any favorite spots yet?
Well, I'd say honestly the most enjoyable thing about Eau Claire has just been the people who live here, and not to be cliche about it, but I mean, I've tried various spots since being here, and whether it's been Phoenix Park, which has been gorgeous, and the farmers market, or it's been the local gym, even just going for a run or going for a bike ride. It's just anytime I've come across anybody, they've always just been super friendly. Everyone wants to chit chat, and it just seems like you could lose a lot of time just talking to people, and it's always been fun doing that. So
yeah, I think Eau Claire is special like that. Like, even though we're a pretty decent sized community, it feels small town when you meet people and run into people, and everyone just wants to get to know everyone else. So it's kind of cool.
Oh, very much so.
Awesome. So what types of things, you mentioned maybe a couple of them, what types of things do you like to do outside of work?
I'd say what I like to do to enjoy my time is, one, I like to run, just kind of like to stay active, to join a local gym in the area just to kind of take up some of that time. Recently started to take up biking, so hoping to check out a lot of the trails in this area. Outside of that, it's just kind of hanging out with friends out in a social location, whether it's at a brewery or a restaurant, watching some sports. And recently I've been trying to pick up on doing some more cooking. So it's kind of been my goal to maybe try out a unique meal every week if possible when I find the time. Nice.
And Luke you've baked a couple times for all of our team at the office, and everything you've made has been really great. So keep it up.
Well, it's good to know that so far.
Yeah. So speaking of cooking, what is your favorite type of food?
I'd say my favorite type of food is definitely Italian food, and lasagna has always had a close spot to my heart. But when it doesn't involve food, I would say I actually do have a pretty big sweet tooth. So my girlfriend will tell everyone that it's very hypocritical of me just because I do like to have the occasional snack from time to time.
What is a favorite childhood memory of yours?
So favorite childhood memory for me would probably have to be the first time I ever went on a roller coaster. I used to be horrified of them growing up and would always get scared whenever my brothers would want to go on one. But then they finally convinced me to go on the Batman at Six Flags. This was in early middle school, and I just remember that after I went on it, it was just like a whole new experience had opened up to me, and all of a sudden an amusement park became that much more fun. So I would say definitely the first time I went on a roller coaster.
Oh, I love roller coasters, and actually I would love to do like a team bonding thing at Valley Fair or Six Flags at some point when we can do those things again for our Martin Dental team. So good to hear you like roller coasters.
Never been to Valley Fair yet, so that would be
Oh,
be opposed to doing that one.
speaking of Batman, you led me right into my next question. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Thought this one over a couple times in the past before, and I've always tried not to be cliche about it, but I would say that one superpower I'd always want to have would be to be able to teleport to any location I'd want to be at. So any point in the world. So I think that would just be cool, just to make instant traveling. Didn't have to travel. You could just be there when you wanted to. It'd save that much more time.
That's a good one. I think you could actually maybe get close to that by getting a private jet someday. If you really, make it really big. I don't know.
Maybe someday I'll put that on the investment list.
I want nothing else, just a private jet.
Hopeful investments.
What is a fun fact that we don't know about you?
A fun fact for me, I was a bit of a music geek growing up. I did marching band in high school. I played the piano for a little bit, and when I was in marching band, I was in the drum line. So that was actually a big part of my high school experience, where we competed in marching band competitions. So band camp is a thing.
Awesome. If you received $1 million, what would you do with it?
So many things to do with it, but yet I feel like it's still not enough. But I would probably use it for traveling. I would say growing up, just from me I come from a family of 10 brothers and sisters, so traveling wasn't always something that was easy for us to do. So I would say for me, it would be traveling the world and maybe just getting a little bit more exposure abroad.
And what is
all that is?
Yeah, right. What is, like, if you could go anywhere right now, what would be your first travel spot? Like no cost, no worrying about cost or anything.
Well, it used to be Ireland, and then I actually was fortunate enough to be able to go to Ireland a couple years ago. But I would have to say now, I would say Germany or even maybe Australia would be one spot that I keep hearing good things about that I think would be an enjoyable experience.
What is your burning desire in life?
Burning desire in life is just to kind of be successful at my job and make sure I'm doing everything right. And as long as I'm doing it right, I know I'm doing it well. But I guess overall, my ultimate goal is just kind of be happy with the life I'm living. So that's kind of the goal I always try to go by every day. And as long as I'm doing that, then I know I'm doing something right.
And lastly, what are your keys to success?
Keys to success for me. What I've just found that have worked best for me is, you could say hard work, determination always does well when it comes to being successful. But I guess what I found to really improve how well or how hard I'm working is, one, staying positive and staying calm. I've always found that whenever I get too excited or get too stressed, sometimes I get a little too anxious and it's just hard to think, but just reminding myself that it could always be worse, or just remind myself it's not as big of a deal as the situation is. It just kind of helps me to relax and just makes it easier to think clearly.
And having worked with you every day for the last couple of months, I totally see that in you. Like, you're always very calm and you're positive, and for sure. Well, thank you so much for taking time to chat with me today. I'm totally can see I need Botox. I'm going to go right inside and get some of that with this little interview here. But yeah, so thanks for meeting with me, and I hope everybody gets, got to know you a little bit better and gets to know you. Come in and see Dr. Viall. He's wonderful, and we love having him as part of our team at Martin Dental. So bye.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to get to meet more people as time goes on. Thank you.